Hello everyone, my name is Graaf and I'm the chairman of the advisory committee at ISMS in Bangalore. I work as the dean of the Innovation Academy at Philips University, part of Royal Philips, and I also work there as an innovation consultant. Now you might wonder, what is a Dutch guy doing as the chairman of the board? Well, basically all has to do with a visit I had to ISMS last year when I was in India. There were some contacts through a university that I teached at in the Netherlands, and I got in touch with the directors and they invited me to come over. And that was really impressive. Not just the premises, but especially the programs and the students. They had prepared a full afternoon for me to give a guest lecture. They researched my background really well and presented a lot of information on me, on my ways in innovation and my work at Philips. So I was really impressed. And that actually is the reason why eventually I ended up becoming the chairman of the advisory board. Why is ISMS so special then? Why did I decide to make this unusual decision? Well, the basic reason is that ISMS is really a business-focused school where through practical learning supported by sound academic basics, the students will actually get to understand not only how things work in larger organizations, but also how they can become part of that. So it's very application oriented with a lot of projects, a lot of task work, so a lot of learning by doing, as we say. Furthermore, the students get a lot of attention they can pay to the IT developments that are there. Has to do with ERP systems that basically govern large organizations today. But also with business intelligence, as we're getting more and more information from our users and the markets into the organization, also nicely called big data, for instance. Your students will have to find a way in actually managing all those data and making sense of it all in such a way that we can actually make decisions based on them. And innovate further in certain directions, which we think we have a good chance of succeeding. Well, what's really interesting is that other large companies like IBM and Microsoft are involved there. So the students really get first-hand information on what all is happening there. And that's really key for a future manager to really understand how to leverage IT and how to bring data to life, basically, in decision making. Next to that, a lot of the students will end up as future leaders, either nationally or internationally in their companies. And to be a leader or to become a leader, you need a set which is called soft skills or leadership skills. And over the years that I've been working in industry, I found out that the soft skills are really hard to master. So when students already start doing those soft skills early on, there's really good opportunity that they can master them when they go into larger companies quite quickly and know to recognize certain behaviors, also what their strengths and opportunities are within the company. So it's really good that also to these soft skills, which are really hard, some attention is already paid during the program. Finally, and that's the part where I'm personally involved in as well, there is an innovation program. And the innovation program focuses especially on the areas where large companies innovate and some of the struggles they have in innovating for countries like India or the rest of Asia or South America or Africa for that sense. As many of them come from a typical Western background and may not understand the societal trends as well as local companies, but still want to become just as successful or even more successful there. So in that program we have a challenge for the students to really find out how a couple of these larger companies work, and then come up with an innovative idea that could actually work in India or in any other developing economy, where they see a good opportunity, which will really be an add-on to the portfolio, and where they can really make a convincing case. I already look forward to working with the students on that particular area, to be honest with you. All in all, like I said, I'm really impressed with the school. I like the size it has. I like the students that are there, their drive, their dedication. And I really think that the ISMS is one of the gems of Bangalore, so to say, to make sure that the people in Bangalore that study in Bangalore can develop themselves sufficiently to be ready and prepared to take on responsibilities in larger companies like Philips or others. Thank you very much for your attention, and hopefully sometime in the future we really get an opportunity to meet face to face. Thank you very much.